What's up, guys? Going to cut right to the chase, as I just saw the newest animated Looney Tunes movie, The Day the Earth Blew Up. In this film, Daffy Duck and Porky Pig are back in a full-length theatrically animated movie featuring the Looney Tunes. In this film, they're trying to stop an alien invasion from destroying the world with all the zany cartoon shenanigans you can think of. Obviously, since I'm someone who has done quite a few videos on the Looney Tunes in the past, I simply had to see this. Kinda surprising that this movie even exists in a time where 2D animation is considered unprofitable, the fact this movie was initially going to be an HBO Max exclusive, and the fact that, well, Warner Brothers hasn't been treating the Looney Tunes as well as they should in recent memory. So given all of that is into play, how is the movie itself? Well, tell me if you heard this before, or maybe even you said something like this in the past. Whenever we get a lot of crap that we typically see movie studios crank out, like remakes and stuff that is made with like no passion, we always hear stuff along the lines of this. Man, modern movies suck. Why can't we get more cool shit? Over the years, I've heard a lot of, why can't we get more 2D animation or original movies instead of constant remakes of animated stuff? Ahem. I just want to point out that this movie is out right now, and it has some of the most glorious 2D animation you will see in years. So, if you are having that mindset I mentioned earlier, you seriously have to see this movie. And it's totally worth it too, as The Day the Earth Blew Up is exactly what a proper Looney Tunes movie should be. It keeps things pretty simple, as it's just a solo adventure with Daffy and Porky, and feels like a long cartoon that would feature these characters, but in the best of ways. The film is filled with so many wacky and crazy gags that these characters are known for. It's a movie that bombards you with jokes that has an energy like no other, especially with how fast and expressive so much of the animation is. This being a 2D film is enough to get me excited alone, but to have it be this fluid and full of life makes the film a must-see on the big screen. These characters feel alive again, not just with the animation, but also how they're characterized as well. Porky and Daffy have a great dynamic in most Looney Tune related things, and seeing them be in the forefront is awesome to witness, as you still get the naive and nervous Porky with the zany and energetic Daffy that complements one another very well. You even see them get some good developments as close friends, as this movie can almost be seen as an origin story for the two with how they set up these characters. But it feels appropriate due to how these characters feel like the same ones we know and love, just within a new story. Also, can't forget to mention Eric Baza's performance as both of these iconic tunes, as he is awesome making these characters work off another so well with his voice work. In fact, while I'm at it, the voice acting in general is really good. Not a ton of big names here. In fact, most of these guys are veteran voice actors to begin with, but their vocal performances still emit the great energy that Looney Tunes can be known for. Plus, like I said, this movie is filled with a ton of well-crafted jokes, all being complemented through the vocal performances, dialogue, and even through most of the animation. Like, there's a really good gag dealing with a painted background character early on, and that's one of those things where I knew this movie was going to be special if it made that kind of joke. If I had to make one minor critique, is that this is solely a Daffy and Porky affair in terms of what iconic characters appear in this. You don't get a whole lot of the other tunes like Elmer, Tweety, or hell, even Bugs Bunny doesn't make an appearance in this. Now, this isn't inherently a bad thing. We've gotten quite a few Looney Tunes movies that were big ensemble pieces, so I don't mind them toeing back a bit just to focus on a few characters. To be fair, Daffy and Porky are pretty iconic on their own, and I think this movie delivers having these two being able to carry a movie. The only real gripe I have when it comes to this being a Looney Tunes movie with not as many Looney Tune characters is this. I gotta ask, where's Marvin the Martian?
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
I mean, for being a movie that's also about an alien invasion, you would think he would be a no-brainer to include in this. especially given his history with Daffy and Porky. Regardless though, the film still works so incredibly well. If you're a Looney Tunes fan, a fan of animation in general, or hell, just someone who loves great comedies and movies, this is a definite must-see. In a world where we rarely get these kind of movies, I say you should take some of your hard, well-earned cash and go support this film to remind studios that the Looney Tunes still matter, and traditional animation can still exist. Unless if you just really rather wait a week from now to see what shit Disney is putting out. Actually, what am I saying? Please, go see this movie. You will not regret a good classic time seeing two of the most beloved cartoon characters shine on the silver screen in all of their 2D animated glory. So take that for what it's worth. And I'm gonna give Looney Tunes The Day the Earth Blew Up a 9 out of 10. So yeah, those were my thoughts on The Day the Earth Blew Up. What did you guys think about the movie if you happen to see it already? Comment below, let me know. Hit that red subscribe button, bell icon for more notification on future video updates. And I'll see you guys again in the near future. Catch you later.
Go home, folks.